professional triers in the holiday lighting think tank have teamed up with Cool Tees to provide you, our VIP listeners, with some cool, awesome, and one-of-a-kind professional triers gear, including t-shirts, brew mugs, can coolies, coffee mugs, and of course, the one and only think tank flannel shirt made famous by none other than our own JR. So go to HLTTgear.com. That's HLTTGEAR.com and get your professional triers gear today.
New, old, forgotten. Get the scope on products with Hot or Not with Keith Peffer. Keith Peffer Puffer. Santa's a little drunk and may have had something to smoke. Keith, take it away. Keith Peffer Puffer Pecker. If I said Pecker.
This is Hot or Not, a show about hot new products, and today we're going to get controversial. I got Vinny, I got Brian here, and we're going to try something new. But before that, by the way, I'm Keith Peffer. This is kind of a different way of approaching the show. I want to talk one-on-one real quick about the smart receiver. Now, there's just not a lot of information out there. I was to just go on for like 20 minutes to talk about it. I don't think it would be doing the product justice. I'm pretty sure I would miss things. So I don't really want to talk about it this week. I do want to say one thing. Make sure you update your controller if you are going to plan on using it. I suggest doing it with an SD card. The way you're going to find that firmware update is on the pixelcontrollers.com's website and then going up to support and then clicking on your controller that you want to download the firmware. Now that's it. Otherwise, I think that would get really boring and drawn out of a show. Another thing I just want to mention, because I don't think there's a lot of information out there. So I do want to mention this because unless Daryl Collins, and I got to give a huge shout out to him because he put out a post on the Australia's Christmas light forum that just outlines amazing, great information. I think that no one else is really kind of information you're not going to really see anywhere else right now. And that's unfortunate, I think. That's here, there, or there. I want to bring you an interesting show. So I got an idea for kind of a new segment for Hot or Not. You know, I got to make up for all the knots I haven't done. That's just a fact. And I got these two great guys here, you know. And I think I could probably rile up some other two great guys in the future here. Maybe some girls too, you know, maybe. But here's the idea. Let's have them answer some questions. You know, let's pick a topic and have them basically duke it out. You know, have them say, hey, what do you think about this? Is it hot or is it not? And then let's hear their opinions. I don't know what to call this segment at all. I don't even know if it even sounds cool or if anybody's interested at all. But I'm thinking something like, you know, Celebrity Deathmatch. Or, no, that's more about the Hot or Not Arena. All right, I sound like I was yawning there for a second, but you get the point. All right, let's get started. So I have my guests here. They know the rules. My listeners knows the rules. So, Brian, let's start it off. How you doing? That's my first question. Are you hot or are you not?
I'm doing okay. I'm pretty hot up here.
All right. How about you, Vinny? Are you hot or you not?
I'm great. Thanks, guys.
It's going to be that kind of show today, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be great, guys. I got my tracking number.
We recently had some fun on the Brew Tank. You definitely should check out the Brew Tank.
Inside joke.
Do you like my ornaments?
Yeah, that's an inside joke. I'm sorry. We're still
all right, back to
podcast with inside jokes. You shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Bad call. Bad form.
All right, guys. So I'm going to get right into it. So our topic today is going to be controller enclosures. So I'm going to ask my contestants today. First, I'm going to start off with Brian.
You should stop drinking so much.
I am. I'm drinking a little too much before these shows.
Fireball!
Yeah, a little bit of Fireball. All right, so let's go. Cable glands, hot or not, Vinny?
So, can I please take a second to just like give a disclaimer that what I'm about to say is not for everyone, and if you love them, that's great. That's good for you. I have nothing against them. To each their own. You give full support, but I will go not.
Disagree.
I hate cable glands. Hate them.
I'm just going to disagree with him out of spite because I'm Team JR.
Yeah, man, we're about the water. I mean, water's going to get in there.
Don't make me, Brian.
I did look at Vinny's enclosure when it was down there, and it is very tight. It is very snug with the cables. I don't think anything's going to get through there.
I have had these enclosures buried in snow.
But it's so pretty with the cable glands. And I know nobody looks at it. It's nighttime. It's dark. But I'm
Brian,
saying this for everybody out there.
That you are specifically designing so that people don't see it.
It's pride in your work.
You find places to hide this device. So why spend the time and money making it gorgeous?
It's pride.
Now
it's to put on the Facebook lighting pages and say, "Look at my pretty box. Look what I can do."
There you go. And that takes me to the next point. Are you familiar with the concept of cable porn?
I know you're very familiar with cable porn.
Oh yeah, right.
Love it. Late at night, right before going to sleep.
Yeah, when the wife goes to bed, you look at cable porn. No, okay. So I'm a low voltage electrician, and in my trade there is what we call cable porn, and I know other people talk about it too, but I'm gonna give it this, where you kind of show off how beautiful you can route your cables inside of a data closet, how clean you can make it look, how it's so pretty, or electricians do it with conduit and things like that. It just makes it so good. So I understand and I fully get that building an enclosure sometimes can be fun. It can truly be fun to make it beautiful and gorgeous. However, I'm going to take the time making all the details of my lights and the things I want my audience to see, beautiful, gorgeous, straight, all that type of stuff, without my controllers. I'll let the controllers just function.
Right.
That's all I can.
And I agree with you 100%. Outside, I want the lights looking amazing. I want my props looking amazing when I start setting them up. And that's going to be October or before, if I'm running a Halloween show, September, August even. I'm going to make it as beautiful as possible. I used to run cable on houses in my old job. Make it look pretty. I agree. But in the off season, when you have that extra time, when it's for the entire month of February below zero up here, anyways, it's nice to spend a little extra time to make a box look nice. Now, I don't agree with the lights in the box. I wear a headlamp because I don't want to trip on anything if I have to go out and fix something. I don't agree with the lights in the box. I think it creates, extra heat that you don't need.
Yeah, no, it was great. Let's go to the next topic.
Keith is just kind of like a referee for our war.
Yeah. No.
Win, by the way.
Hey, celebrity death match. I'm over here.
Wait, so you saying we're both celebrities?
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
You want to me confused with David Peace or something?
Do you want to tell your wife that hey, you're a big celebrity?
Honey! She's going to come in here. My daughter.
Maggie! Brian thinks he's a celebrity!
My daughter's going to come in.
I know! It's hilarious!
I didn't realize he does that live, people. Like, I thought that was just dubbed in later. He does that live every single time. That's beautiful. So, all right, we kind of went on.
Are we moving on?
Yeah, we're moving on. I mean,
take pride in your work. Have a clean box.
Have a clean box. Beautiful.
Oh, my box is clean.
Got to have a clean box, baby.
That sounds like the conclusion right there. But all right.
I'm just summing up. That's all.
I love it. So we got the next thing. I'm going to go to Brian. So venting, hot or not?
I'm going to say not and I say that because I'm up here in Montana and it's cold. And even if I'm running 2 power supplies, it's still cold. I don't create enough heat in the box. So I am, I'm below freezing, sometimes below zero, especially at night when I'm running the show, it drops. So for me here, now I know Tom Stallings, he's going to say, oh God, you got to ventilate. And he does, but he has to because he's Florida, Arizona, they got to ventilate. For me up here, it's a not.
How about you, Vinny? Do you ventilate?
I like to be Brian to be wrong, so I'm going to go hot. The reason is that how many of our listeners are in hot climate? And it's not about the moisture itself getting in this type of case where I'm going to say the venting. It's not about the water. It's about the heat generated in a hot climate. The heat generated inside the box is going to create its own condensation. And now you have condensation that built up inside the box without moisture from the outside getting in. And that is going to be your enemy, which is the point of the venting. So if you live in a climate where it is warm, even during the Christmas time, you bet your ass you better be. But I live in Nebraska.
See, even on my P10 panel, I didn't vent. I put airflow equalizing holes in the bottom of it, but I didn't ventilate. Yeah, and a P10 panel, you do have to, because you do have the plexiglass that's right there, and you don't want condensation on it. But as far as actually ventilating, blowing air in, sucking air out, no. Not for me, not for the upper tier. The UK, they probably don't need to. New Zealand, a lot of places over there.
All right. I think we're getting in the groove here. So now the next question, I mean, it sounds like you're kind of a decorative kind of guy, Brian. So I'm going to swing this right back to you and ask, volt readers, are you hot on those, or hot or not?
I'm going to say not. I do have a continuity tester. I don't have a voltmeter. I do. Around here somewhere. I'm not real good with it, and it's just easier for me. I do continuity tests just to make sure one end of the string is good going into the next, but voltmeter, I'm not running more than 170 lights, actually probably not more than 150 lights per output, so I don't need to really worry about that. I can run it, and I know John Spiker had a big thing if you need to bump it up to 100%. I did last year. I didn't have any issues. Because I don't run enough lights, I have enough controllers where I can keep it down. So voltmeter for me, no, I don't need it. I personally don't need to use it.
Vinny, what about you, man?
That's going to get a lot of negative talk.
I want to disagree with you so badly.
All right.
But like, I don't have counterpoint. I'll tell you, I don't use a voltmeter either. Not one that is in a live read. I grab my power supply off the shelf. I do check it, make sure that it's at like 11.8, 11.9, that type of thing. And once it's set there, I just go with it. I'll be a little bit honest that it seems like we have a lot of redundancies to protect these type of things. We hear the same people complain about that, you have to use a Meanwell power supplies because, they're less likely to fail, but yet you still put stuff in there to protect them from potential failures. And I don't know. I guess I trust my power supplies because I've never had one fail on me in 4 years. I've never had a single power supply failure other than one I bought as part of a kit from a certain manufacturer who I will not name. But he totally knew that, yes, I have had a big batch of bad power supplies in these kits and he took care of it. The ones I've bought myself, not a single failure.
So that's 2 knots. Damn. Okay. So this is
I can
why.
change my answer.
Hang on. No. This is why I'm here. So I'm the guy that's going to be just try to be that argumentative kind of person. Why would somebody want to have something like that? Well, maybe they just don't feel confidence in their power supplies. So they need that reassurance of every time they open up the box that it's always going to be, if there's a sway or they can see it, that's another thing to troubleshoot, I guess. I don't know. That's the only argument I could think of.
So your job is going to be, whenever Brian and I agree, to try to bring up some counterpoints on why we were wrong.
Yeah, even if I personally agree with you guys on that one, but I had to basically try to think
that. That brings up a good point. That Brian and I were talking just earlier today about how America is the greatest country on earth, and I want to know why you disagree with
Amen.
that. I want to know, what's your?
That's
problem?
not a hot or not question. That's not an enclosure topic today.
Because America is definitely hot. Brian and I agreed. Hot.
America.
We were hot on America.
Totally hot.
I want to know your problem with it.
Even up in Montana, America's hot.
Oh my God. No, America's hot. You're going to make me say expletive. By the way, my episodes have not had anybody curse once. So I'm holding that.
I think I said the $A dollar sign word on here.
Nah. I checked.
You can bleep that out.
It's okay. That made me
you could have done a pro-communist argument here, Keith. That would have been fine. Like,
I cannot do that. I don't even know how to do that.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, I'm not political very much.